There are 13 Halo games, 6 of which being mainline games. But one of those spin-off games I feel deserves to be a mainline title, and it's usually overlooked as just a Halo 3 DLC. This, of course, is Halo 3 ODST. This game has always been in my personal top 3 of the franchise, with its noir-like feel, more human main character, romance, heartbreak, and mystery. So how come nobody ever talks about this game as much as the others? Like Reach, 2, 3, Combat Evolved. Hell, even Halo 5 gets a lot of talk. It's all negative, but it's talk. Well, for starters, as I said in the intro, it was just supposed to be a DLC for Halo 3, even sharing the same engine, art style, and multiplayer. Instead though, it was released as a full $60 game after they added more to the story, and yes, the story is a spin-off about some ODSTs fighting in Africa, but that's not the point. I'm here to talk about why it's not as popular, and why it should be as popular as the other games. Even if it was just supposed to be a DLC, it's a fully fleshed out story with brand new characters, new maps, new mechanics, and this DLC has fan favorite loadouts never before seen. Suppressed weapons. The suppressors really don't have any effect on gameplay, but they're super awesome in sound design and just design. They're great weapons. Oh my god, I love them. And these guns haven't even made an appearance since. Please, please bring them back. I want them back. Even if it's just a skin, anything, please. The ODSTs, however, have made consistent appearances in pretty much every other game after this. And I'm not even just talking about their armor to be unlocked. Your squad leader in this game, Buck, makes cameos in Reach and is a main playable character in Halo 5 after going from ODST to Spartan 4. While I was double checking what type of Spartan he became, I found out that he went from being a already super tall 6'2" guy to 6'9". He grew 7 inches from the Spartan 4 program. I need that. I need that in my life. If you have no knowledge of the Halo universe, you're probably wondering what an ODST actually is. And for once, this is pretty simple to explain in the Halo fandom. An ODST, or Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, for long, are an elite group of soldiers usually sent in from orbital drop pods, hence the name. They've also been given the nickname Helljumpers, referring to their scary demeanor and often hyper-dangerous missions, usually suicide missions. They're jumping straight into hell, in the middle of action, in the middle of combat. Anyway, let's talk about why this game deserves way more love than it ever gets. As I mentioned a minute ago, this game's story is fantastic and so unique for a Halo game. You play as Rookie, the brand new member of this ODST squad. Now all this takes place during the events of Halo 2 and Halo 3. You start off loading up into your pods to drop down and take out a Covenant cruiser hovering above the city of New Mombasa. As you are dropping, you see one of the most important events from Halo 2. The cruiser jumps into slip space, causing a huge explosion, blasting you and your entire squad apart. You wake up a few days, I believe, later. The main fight is over. Your squad is nowhere to be found, and it's your mission to wander the streets of Mombasa to find the clues to unveil the truth of what happened to your squad and the city. As you find the clues, you switch over and play as whoever you discovered, traveling back in time, per se, and fighting the war that you should have been fighting. Obviously, you aren't actually doing time travel, but you're switching characters. You're playing as Buck, Mickey, everyone else. I don't really want to spoil much of the story because I know a decent margin of players haven't ever played Halo ODST because they just rubbed it off as unimportant to the story. Some people might not even know it exists, so that's what this video is for. This is for you. I'm doing this for you because you deserve to play this game. So the basic rundown was everything I just said. You're lost, you gotta find the truth, you gotta fight the war. Finish what you started. Pretty basic, right? It's a suicide mission, no more squad, investigate, find clues, uncover. Then at the end of the game, you meet up with your squad, and you save the day. You're a hero. Good work. Good work.
Wake up, Buttercup.
Relax, rookie. He don't mean nothing. Besides, now's one of those times. Pays to be the strong, silent type.
Now that we all know that the story is super fun and engaging, and not to mention memorable, the main selling point of ODST, to me at least, is the characters. This game introduced a ton of new and fan-favorite characters into the universe. You got Buck, you got Rookie, Alien Guy, and of course, everyone's favorite, Superintendent, baby. They're actually so popular, they got added back into Halo Infinite right away, right off launch, as your AI.
Caution. Nostalgia ahead. Keep it clean. Personality software update. Complete.
Incredible, I love it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Buck has made other appearances in the franchise as a Halo Reach character on New Alexandria. You fly him on a pelican, protect him, very fun, and then is the main playable character in Halo 5, where they kind of ruined him for some people, myself included. 343 took an incredibly witty and skilled ODST and turned him into cringe. Not to mention, he's on the bad side of the story. It just ruins his entire arc in ODST, and I'm sick and I'm tired of game devs ruining perfect characters. Buck was human, Buck was relatable, and Buck was fun. Not anymore. The other super popular ODST is you, the Rookie. Rookie is often compared to the likes of Noble 6 as a character, and the fact that they're near blank slates for you to create your own lore. He's nowhere as deadly and skilled as Noble 6, of course, and he doesn't actually speak like Noble 6 does, but ultimately they're the same idea, and I think that's what makes these kind of characters so popular, how much freedom the player gets to make up his own person. The only traits that Rookie does have is that he's smart, curious, worried, and alone. And it's all up to him to find his team, continue the fight, and I would love to see more of this in Halo side story games. And as for the Alien Man, well, he speaks for himself.
Did I do something wrong? Because the only thing I regret about you and me, not knowing you were a spook when we first met, I would have been a lot less charming.
You can't talk about ODST without mentioning the soundtrack, composed again by Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. This OST is an undisputed masterpiece, and I don't know what Bungie was putting in their water, but these two guys are an unstoppable force when they come together. From soothing saxophone, to somber piano, to hard-hitting drums, this soundtrack does it all, and perfectly captures the emotions the player should be feeling in the moment. Not to mention how well it illustrates a beautiful scene for us to digest. These composers gave us another 2 hours worth of calm, yet intense music, perfect for any situation. I find myself casually listening to this OST more than any other video game, even movie. If you've watched this far in the video and still aren't interested in playing the game, at least do yourself the favor of just listening to the soundtrack. You can't talk about ODST without talking about Firefight. A lot of players' favorite game mode was introduced in Halo ODST. No, I never cared for it much. I still appreciate and understand the love that it always got. Firefight is a round-based or even endless game mode where waves of enemies come at you and you just survive. You just fight them off. There are variations to be played, such as Classic, Bug Hunt, Fiesta Fight, Flood Fight, Gruntpocalypse, Robopocalypse, Rocket Fight, Sniper Fight, Firefight, and Classic again. And now there are mods where you can add new enemies and new game modes. You can fight the Flood. That's awesome. That is awesome. Firefight is so cool and versatile. It's just an all-around great time to mess around with friends and prove your accuracy, or even just chill out and have a good time. ODST brought so much new content and new ideas to the table, while not even being a new game. I wish there was more to say about this Firefight game mode, considering how treasured it is by players, but that's what makes it such a treasure. How simple it is, and how fun it is. It doesn't need a long paragraph to explain why it's fun or anything. It's just dumb fun.
Looks like they found what they're looking for.
What about you? What about us?
ODST not only holds a special spot in the hearts of players, but also in the hearts of Bungie. This is the game where they first teased their next major project of Destiny, years before it ever be revealed or even teased fully. They just teased it here. You get the point. Then of course 343 went and removed this. If you haven't played this game yet, and you're a fan of all the other Halo entries, I can't recommend this game enough. It is as fascinating as the main story, and the side stories of Halo are what really creates the universe. There's no Halo without Reach or ODST, or even the side plot of Halo 2 of Arbiter. A game is as good as its universe, and games like ODST really cement that. So please, go buy this game for $5 on Steam, buy it on Xbox, and just fall in love with this universe like I have. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more Halo content, comment down below what you'd like to see, and like and subscribe. Maybe even share.